I'm going live because it takes too long when you're out in the sticks to upload videos. When I do a live, it's up there. And I don't have to worry about all that other extra stuff. So I wanted to show you the garden, number one, that is growing. I told you I was going to do an update on that. And then number two, I want to show you some progress we made on the tent. And number three, I'm going to show you our half of the campground and what's been done so far. We're going to do a full campground review, but I'm going to wait till people are here and it's open so you can get the full gist and understanding of what the campground looks like. So right now we're going to jump in the golf cart and take a spin, and we're going to go on our side of the campground. All right? Cedric's stopping me. I don't know what he wants.
She didn't even let me say hi, guys.
He can say hi when we come back. He's going to get his stuff, and then we're going to start on our ride. So I'm going to take the camera off of me and put it on everything else. Hey, put it on everything else. And then when we come back, I'll show you the garden as well as what's new around the camper. All right, so here we go. We gotta back up. Ooh, make sure I don't hit this tree, y'all. Okay. As you guys can see, people have started moving in. We call those seasonals. They come and bring their camper and they're getting ready. Our neighbor came and they cleaned up their spot and they're getting it all ready to go. Everybody's all excited because our official day of opening here is Friday. So it's Mother's Day weekend. So there's some more campers that'll be coming in this weekend. And guys, these people really got porches. I mean, they're not playing. So they kind of inspire you. They got it looking so beautifully, and they're here all summer long. So it's going to be so cool, and we'll get a chance to meet a lot of people. Now, as you can see, this is where there was a lot of devastation. A lot of the trees were down, but they got it all cleaned up. That's a space. It's a pull-through space back in, and there's two spaces there. They kind of back into each other. And then we come on around. And there's some tent spaces over here. There's some tent spaces right up in this area. They're going to be cleaning that up a little bit more, so it's going to be awesome. We're mainly going to focus on this side, so I'm just showing you some of the spaces. We'll drive through one. So as you can see, there's two fire pits. So you would come in and pull in here. You'd back in here, and there's your box right there, and then right up here is another site. So it'd be two RVs backed into each other, and each person has a fire pit right there. Now we have like several styles of cabins, right? So before, we couldn't even go down this particular road that we're getting ready to go down now because there was trees and limbs and all kind of stuff in the way to where you couldn't even get through down here. So now they have it all clean. Down here is where the tents are gonna go. They have these gigantic big tents for glamping. As you can see, this road gets a little muddy, and they just got it cleaned up for the trees and everything. But there are some of the cabins, and we'll come back up through there, and there's a bathroom right there in the middle. And they're gonna be putting some tents down here. Now these are like, I wouldn't say yurts, but they're big like that. I don't know I can't think of the name of it right off the top of my head, but I know they're going to be here. There's another RV right there. They'll be coming back and undoing their stuff. So this is where the tents would go. As you can see from the storm, it really did put a hurting on it. And so they're going to be fixing all that and getting it all set up. And when we do the full look at this campground open and running, you'll see the tents will be put up. They'll probably get that done over the next week or so when they can make sure it's warm, because we got people already scheduled to come into those spaces. You got the river right down here because they have tubing where you can go tubing. And so there you go. There's the river right here. You can get in it on the other side of the campground and float all the way down to here, and this is where you get out. And as you can see, it says float at your own risk, right? It is a nice campground, Margaret. It is huge. And we're just on one side of the street. So I'm just showing you on my side of the street. So there's the river. And then these are the tents. And I think they come with like a full-size bed, some bunk beds, a table. It's a lot. They put a lot into it to make it really nice because people pay a lot of money to come here. So those would be the tent area, and they have a fire pit and a picnic table. Cedric did a real job on the bathrooms. He had to pressure washer them down. They looked like nobody had been in them in years because of the whole season, the place being closed. So there's another campsite. And now this is a picture of the damage that took place. There were some trees that fell, and it failed right there in that cabin. So stuff like that. Yes, hey Sarah. Yep, we're in Maine right now. We're in Lebanon, Maine. So as you can see, that's what was happening when the tree fell, and so that particular cabin is out of commission. But they have these rustic cabins on the other side. They have some more of the upscale cabins. And so we're going to take a little quick tour into the bathroom. I'm going to turn around real quick because there's so much to see the other way. We got another style of cabins, and they're just so adorable. You got your picnic table. You got your fire pit. Well, come on over, Sarah. We'll hook you up. They got your fire pit. This got this street where you can come down. And we're going to take a quick look into the bathroom. We're going to lock our brakes so we don't come out, and then our thing is rolling away. So as you can see, the building looks fantastic. It's nice and clean, and there's some deers that run around in here. But yeah, it's really nice. So we're going to take a look in the women's, and so how beautiful it looks going into the bathroom. And the bathroom is locked, so we can't go in there. But I bet they look fantastic. And yeah, so those are the restrooms. There's the dog park right over there, and they also have a cornhole. So cornhole is right next to the dog park, and they're going to set that up where people can come and play cornhole. These are some of the trees that fell. The big tree that was right here that fell right through the cabin. They had to have somebody come and cut those down. So it's really looking awesome around here. And I can't wait till people show up and little people running through here and campfires going on everywhere. It's going to be awesome. So let's finish our little tour. Like I said, you guys, this is just our side. This is not even the other side of the road where the other pools and fields and parks and cabins and spots. I mean, this place is huge. All right, so straight ahead is some more back end spaces. I do need to say they have quite a few spaces, but not all of them are full hookup. So if you're looking for something and you got to have full hookup, you want to make sure you ask for that because it's not automatic. So there you go with that park. That's one of the older parks. They have the newer park across the street. They also have a game room across the street, a theater right on the other side of where we are, where they do stuff on the summer. And there's the dog park out there in the distance. And then we have some newer cabins straight ahead. And these are adorable. I mean, they are so cute. Now, these would be considered your deluxe spaces too, because they come with a stone fire pit. We'll swing through there on the way back. But these are the cabins. And they are beautiful. These are the new style. They're going to be replacing the old ones with ones that look just like these. And there's a whole row of these just like that. And they are gorgeous. So make sure you guys leave me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Love comments. So make sure you do that. So yes, so that's what's down here. There are some nice cabins. They're really nice. So these have like a mini living room. Oh, the light's on in this one. So we'll go up to the door and I'll show you the inside of it. So let's go up and take a sneak peek So this is what I was talking about. The deluxe one. See, they have the swing, they have the chairs around the fire pit, and they have a stone fire pit. Each one of these cabins, they have a picnic table, they have a mini fridge, I think a little mini cooktop, a set of bunk beds, and a bed. Only thing I think it doesn't have is a bathroom. Or does it? So this is what it looks like in the inside. So you got the bed, you got 2 sets of bunk beds in the back. Yes, you do have a bathroom, a mini fridge, a cooktop, a microwave, and this wooden table with the wooden seats. It is adorable in there. It is a great place if you want to go glamping. So let's open the door. Even the door is adorable. Look at that. And so there's the kitchen. Yep. And they all have air and heat, so you won't burn up at night. So that's always great. So while we're stopped, we'll walk on over so you can see the deluxe site. So this one is a pull through, and you get this magnificent patio set, and it's all concrete here. So you pull onto the gravel, and then you come over here, and then you got the little seat where you can swing. You got the table and chairs and the wooden fire pit. Now, the fire pit is pretty close to the chairs, so I'm sure you could probably move it a little bit, but it's super cool. All right. Now, like I said, we're going to do a full tour when the place opens. I'm just showing you our side now that the guys have put in so much work to get the place ready. And like I said, our opening day is Friday for Mother's Day weekend. Everybody's super stoked and excited. So let's keep going. All right. So, yep, everybody's excited. Can't wait for people to be here. And we got the pools getting clean, the jacuzzi's getting clean, and they got 2 pools, but 1 jacuzzi. And they have the golf course they've been working on, as well as the water slide area. Really cool. All right, we're gonna cut through here and swing on around back to our place, because we have some changes we made there. Well, I tell you, these bugs, they are so disrespectful. They fly right into your eye. They don't even care. But yes, so far everything is looking fantastic, and I am hoping for a good summer, a busy summer, so the days we have that we're working go fast, so the days we want to travel can go slow. So hopefully, like I said, we're trying to pull our itinerary together so we can start getting some stuff done. After this week, we have more couples coming, so it should leave us some more time on the schedule to be able to hang out and go do some fun stuff. So I'm going to switch this around because we're going to be coming up on our space, and I want you to be able to see it. So let me stop before I crash. All right, here we go. And everybody's got golf carts because this place is so big, it's ridiculous. And they rent golf carts. So you come, you can rent you a golf cart and drive it around. All right, so now we're back to the old home front. And Seth brought us some sawdust so we can make our yard purty. And we just snuggle right on in here and pull on up into the car garage. There's Noodle. Hey, Noodle. Hey, Noodle. He goes, go back. All right, you guys. I'll turn this off. And first things first, the new thing is the flowers. We got some ferns. I love ferns. My mother-in-law had a whole bunch of them. She just had a green thumb. I'm not one to plant, but I've been doing pretty good, and they're looking pretty good. Now, as far as the garden is concerned, why did I just pick Noodle up? Let's put him in the tent. So we got our lanterns there. And the lanterns is the citronella candles. So we'll burn those and kind of help with the bugs. But we got 2 more ferns right here. And another one so at night we can light it. We got our deck. And get Noodle in there. Go get in your chair. So we got our deck and our tent up. It was about 70 today. It was really nice. The sun was coming on and off, but it was nice. So Noodle has his chair. There's my chair. There's Cedric's chair. And then the garden, which you've all been waiting for. We have life. We are growing. We are starting to get growth. Now the red leaf lettuce is growing the fastest, and then this is the green leaf lettuce. And remember, this is spinach, and this is chard, and these over here would be the cilantro and the basil. So we got some growth, guys. It won't be long before we'll be eating out of our own garden. I'm so excited. So there you go. Garden is growing. Everything's looking great. Really excited about that. And plans for the future. We got this picnic table that I'm hoping to be able to put my tablecloth here and another little lantern on there. Not as big, just a small one with a wick in it so we can burn it. And if we have company or somebody comes over or we're eating, we could sit there and burn that with the citronella fluid in there. Right over here, if you haven't had a chance to take a look at my wish list, a couple people asked me, do a wish list so we can send you a few things that you guys need. We were hoping to be able to get, and it's in the wish list, the panels for the tent. Kind of keeps the bugs out for Noodle's sake, just because of the ticks and the flies and the bugs and stuff, until we can get him cut. So there's, like, you see these little stickies, there's a shield that goes on the outside, and it was like 2 for like $36. They're not that expensive, but they go on here and they keep the wind out, they'll keep the bugs out and all that good stuff. I wanted to start with like a hot bar outside, so I had a camping table on there, and I think it was like $40 too on my wish list. And I would sit it right here. Let me turn it around so you can see it. So I would sit it here, and then I'd set it up with the hot cups and the tea and maybe some hot chocolate and stuff like that. And then with my book, my travel box with all my books in it, where people can come and take a free book or a Bible. And so I wanted to have a place where people can come and visit and hang out and have a hot drink. And maybe we could talk about Jesus, or they could take a book, or we could just get to know each other, tell them about my channel, tell me about their travels, I'll tell them about my travels. And so the goal is to get the little outdoor kitchen stand, put it there, fill it with hot beverages and cups, and with my books right there. And it'll be lit up. So the deck is nice. It gets us off the ground. The panels would be great. You guys could check out my wish list. It's from Amazon. And so that's under my community post. But that's the neighborhood. So all down this road, we didn't come down this way, but down this road, you can see that people have moved in. Everybody's got their little golf cart so they can get around. And this place should be buzzing and humming come this weekend, and I'm super excited about it. So this is our little abode, and we got it all set up. We got some lights in the tent, and just trying to make it homely. And there you go. That's us, the Hosleys. Happy campers. So I did, as promised, I promised you guys a video. Like I said, I'll do an official walkthrough when everything is open. We'll get on the golf cart and we'll tour the other side and all the amenities, and we'll go through the store now that it's like 90% done. Boy, these flies, I'm telling you. 90% done, and we'll just go from there. So yes, we are, I'm not going to say stuck here, but yes, we are here to October. The campground officially closes October 15th. And so we'll be leaving right shortly thereafter, like, you know, maybe about a couple days after it closes. And then where we're headed, nobody knows. We might just head on to Arizona because we'll be sick of this cold and we'll be ready for something hot. Because it's been very chilly. It's extremely rainy here. So on my wish list, I put a raincoat for Noodle because all the time it's raining. And every time we take him out, he's soaking wet when we get back. And it's just poor fella, because every time it rains, it seems like the weather drops, the temperature drops. And last year, they said it rained maybe like every single weekend for like 2 months straight. And so I'm excited. I can't wait to be able to kind of get out and move around. We've been trying to get some things squared away and working and staying busy doing that. We'll be able to get off. Like today, we weren't even off at the same time. I was off today, he's off tomorrow, but that was just for this week. So this is us. This is our tent. This is our little humble abode. Look at Noodle. He's snuggled in his chair. He's got a blanket, but he's on top of it, so you can't really see it. So, but I just want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching us as we recline and relax. Poor said still got on work clothes, and I got him on camera, so I better turn it. He's
I
not.
will say this.
He's not ready.
I will say this. I like these chairs because we have a nice little cooler here.
Yes.
I can put a 6-pack
No, he doesn't drink. Don't listen to.
of Coca-Cola.
Oh, there you go. You could put 6 in there.
I'll squeeze
He's
6 in
three,
there. Maybe
three
a
and some
little
ice.
But you know, it is really cool inside of here. It's always since the day we got this in Florida been the hangout spot. We've always made a path with the green rugs here to the tent to be able to kind of, you know, feel like it's an extension of our space inside. And
Yeah,
so
and we country. We like to come out
we have
barefooted.
worship here.
We
Come out
did.
in the morning and enjoy
Have
the fire.
coffee.
Well, lately Erica's been out in the morning, so I appreciate her for waking up because she has to be up at 9 and I'm up at 5. You know, so I appreciate the time that she wakes up and come out here and spend a little bit with me, and we get a chance to spend time with Noodle as well. And so it's starting out really great. Everybody is excited, like she said before, and the bugs are definitely out. But guess what? We got raid.
Man, and you need it. I've been trying to make examples out of them so they won't keep flying around, but it's definitely been awesome. Like he said, we get a chance to come out here in the morning. It's nice and quiet right now. And we put the fire on because we got the fire pit here, and have a cup of coffee. We'll listen to our worship thing in the morning, and then he'll leave for work, and then I'll go in and read and get Noodle ready and get myself ready. And I think that's the hardest part about going back to work this summer is we have to leave him by himself uh, the majority of the day. And so even though we take lunch at different times, and we do that on purpose so somebody can come home a little earlier and walk him and be with him, and then an hour and a half later I'll come home for lunch and I can walk him and be with him, and then right after then Cedric gets off of work. He gets off before me. So thank you so much, Margaret. I'm so we're happy too. We're excited for the summer. We plan on trying to do a lot of things. Like I said, it'd be nice to have you guys help. If you want to go over to Patreon and donate there, you can do that. But yeah, we're looking forward to really getting out. This since we've been here, I think we had like when we first got here, we had like 2 days off, and then we've been working every day except for Sabbath since. And so it's just been really hard to break away and go and do anything because all the fun stuff is about an hour away, give or take about an hour away.
Yeah, something
And so,
like that.
yeah, so we got plans, you guys. So hang in there. I know you're not getting as much travel videos, but we're just showing you RV life as it is. You know, some of it's on the road, some of it's working and not doing much. But
Quick little KOA humor. If you ever get a chance to experience the KOA life or way, and you know, work at one of these campgrounds, one thing I will say about each one, really quickly, is to me, they are all different in their own way and in their own right. But when you come home, take off the KOA shirt.
oh yeah,
Okay,
and
please.
put on a hoodie while you walking
We
home.
haven't even officially opened, guys, and I've already escorted somebody with the motor coach. Only went to go lock up the pool, and this lady is like, "Hey." So this shirt here,
And those are different. That's not
are
like the shirts he's had before because he had the yellow, and so now they switched it up for the maintenance crew.
so she saw this shirt. I didn't have the hoodie on. She saw this shirt and she flagged me down. And it's really funny because as long as you have on the shirt, people will think you're on the clock.
People will come to your house and say, "I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm having a little bit of trouble with the TV," or I was just wondering, and they have these questions, and you work here and you live here, right? So it behooves you to just be kind and do what you can and help them, because that's the breaks of living at the job, right? We live at our job, and so you're off, but not really. You're only really off when you're gone. When you're here, even though you're a camper too, you are still
They
like
don't see it like
on the
that.
clock because they know you from when you check in. I have people who know me and remember my name, and they're like, "Hey, Erica," and I'm like, "Hey, friend." I don't
Yeah.
remember everybody's name, and I've had people who have watched my videos and walked in and said, "You're Erica." And I'm like, "Yeah, my name tag." They're like, "No, no, no, I saw you on
That
YouTube."
was in Cascade Lots, and I was in the office that day. Really trippy. I was on the other side making coffee, and I'm listening to people say this. Even I don't know if that was corporate that came that day at that KOA,
Oh yeah, she
but
said you
they
did a
said the
video
same
about this
thing.
place. She said you did a video about this place, and I
Oh
said
my
I
goodness.
thought I was in trouble. I was like, "Yeah," and she was like, "I saw it," and then she just smiled and kept walking. So I guess it was okay. They were the people who come and check
They
the
grade the park
yeah,
basically.
they make sure that the KOA is at KOA standard and that there's no liabilities and all that kind of stuff. And it's a great job to have because they give you the truck and the camper, right? You
Fifth
get a
wheel.
fifth wheel, and you just jump from KOA to KOA doing the what is it called? It's like an assessment for to make sure that you meet the KOA standard, because I think they visit mainly the franchises to make sure that the franchise is operating to the KOA standard.
Right.
And so it's a great job to have. And you just walk around and you have a clipboard and you know what you're looking for, you know what the KOA standard is, and you leave them like a grade of saying, "Hey, this needs to be repaired, this needs to be done."
And honestly, we put in a lot of work at that particular KOA too as well. Not just the maintenance team and grounds, but also Erica and the ladies inside of the office too, housekeeping as well. And I think we made 100, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Kevin said. But I know we passed. I know we did
Yeah.
pass.
Well, we had a lot of things we had to rectify, but they were all small things that just
Blowing
got
off the roof.
overlooked, or just making sure that the roots are pulled so people are not tripping by the office. And it was small stuff that was like, "Oh, okay, we missed that. We'll take care of it." And so this year, like I said in my other video, this is our first time ever being at a campground, opening it, like preparing, helping it to open. And so the danger, I think, no danger. The warning I'm giving is the burnout is real, right? You don't want to burn yourself out too early, doing a lot real fast, and then when it's time to work, you're tired. And so it's one of those things, like normally when work campers come, the campground is up and running. It's year round. Somebody's already there, and you kind of just jump in.
Somebody is doing what we're doing
Yeah,
right now.
somebody, you kind of just jump in, and your first season where you hit the ground running and people really want you there is Memorial Day weekend. And then after then, the summer goes pretty quick because it's Father's Day, it's Mother's Day, Memorial Day weekend, Father's Day, 4th of July, then you got the back to school, then you got Labor Day, and then the camp, then some, it's the summer's over. And so here our summer started a little early, but that's okay. um, I've learned a lot. I was able to bring some skills that I had that I learned from the other KOAs to here, and I'm really grateful for that. And so Cedric didn't walk into things blind, so he was able to come and bring his little expertise of what he's done at different KOAs to the job.
Ah.
And so it's been really nice, even though it's like, okay, we need to find a routine so we don't burn out from you know just working. So and what the burnout is from is just working, right? When you're not traveling.
Because this is a really large campground. I
Yeah,
mean,
oh
I
man, it is so
ran a
much to
lot
do.
in Ely, which is fairly small. KOA, Cascade Lots, is fairly smaller than Ely. And, you know, I ran around a lot taking firewood and, you know, a lot of different things that go wrong. But handling those things under pressure was okay. But I will say this about the guys that are working here at the park now. They are very knowledgeable in every area. So I'm very comfortable with the things that I've been shown because I feel a little bit differently than her about opening the park like we are now. I would imagine if all the trees and damage wasn't done from the storm, that the things that we're doing would be more smoother. You know, opening the water, checking for leaks, making sure all the pedestals and the electricity work. All of those things are kind of easy. But when the people are here, that's when things are gonna
Yeah, it
change.
really
You
heats
know,
up then. It gets
that's when things are gonna change.
it's nice and quiet, but I prefer the people being around.
I
You
do
know, I
too.
prefer having folks walking by and seeing
This
the
is definitely going to be
kiddos
different
and
for us.
see the and like I keep saying, we only took the tour of one side of the park. You got to go clear across to the other side of the street, and there's an Olympic sized pool. They got a football field, basketball courts. They got where you get in the river is over there. They have arcade that's over there.
A
The
lot of
theater's
games.
right up here. They got a water slide right behind
Arts
us.
and crafts.
We didn't even go. I didn't even take you guys up by the office because I want you to come back and watch the full video of the whole entire park.
Even around the office too on our side,
It's a lot.
it's a lot of stuff over
Yeah, they
there.
got the rope
And it's
climb.
cool
What is
too as
it? The
well.
rope.
Rope course.
Yeah, the rope course. They got the golf course. They got the pool, and they also have RVs that you can rent out like cabins. Like
Right.
you can, they have them where they're backed up to the river, and you can book an RV and stay in it, which is awesome if you've never stayed in an RV and you're thinking about getting one. You can book one and check it out and see how you like it and see what's in it and kind of go through that experience without spending the money to go buy one and realize you hate it,
Right.
right? So, and then at the end of this summer they're going to be selling the ones they have for the low because they're going to be getting some newer ones. So we really was hoping that maybe, but our truck, we still need another truck, so we never.
And the brand is Keystone Hideout. They are nice. You know, they have different models, some with two doors, and they also have some with one door as well. But, you know, there's a couple I think coming from Jamaica that we are working on one right now currently that they'll be being housed in. And going inside of the Keystones, I'm a big Keystone fan. Springdale, I like the
I prefer
Springdales.
Rockwood.
I like rock. I
Top of the line
love
Rockwood.
Rockwood. Okay,
If I
there's
had
nothing
my
else I
way,
love.
I would have that Rockwood that looks like when you walk into it and you close the door, that is home. I
I
like the
forgot
rear
the model
kitchen.
number.
It's got the rear kitchen, and the kitchen has an island. It's got the booth that slides out, and then it has like a couch and then another couch area, and then you go down the hall, and then there's the bedroom and the bathroom. Perfect.
It was.
It was perfect for just what we wanted. And that, if I had my way, if we had another truck, I love this one, but I love that one, and we would totally have that. I think that's our only holdup is our truck cannot pull
And I
very
don't even
much.
think we really need like a quarter ton truck. I think the F1 series is perfect for us, or 1500. I would really like to stay with the Ford because when it comes to working on the Ford vehicle, I can assess things a little bit better than I can
The
on other
Dutchman,
vehicles.
Margaret said they had a Dutchman and it was 30 foot.
I love. Remember, we looked at the Dutchman before we got this when we were at Cedars
My
11,
arm is getting tired.
and Cedars 11, and actually we were looking before we
Ooh,
got
this
this one.
gimbal has a mind of its own, y'all.
We were
Sorry about
actually
that.
looking at that, and it was just too heavy for the truck, even as well.
That's our problem. If we could get another truck, and I don't want a truck with payments, I want to pay for a truck. I just want to be debt free as far as that, so we could travel as much as we want. You know, like we've said this several times in our videos. The key to traveling is no is as less debt as possible.
And for us being full timers, you know, the gas truck is kind of the way to go right now until we can, you know, get some, you know, money under our belt to
Or
where
a
we
fifth
can make
wheel.
these type of repairs
So
that are
excited.
diesel. And if you guys have had a diesel vehicle, you know that they can be up there in repairs, and with this particular one, we can get it in the shop and get it out and get it right back and
Don't
keep
let
going.
Cedric fool you. He could fix it. He could fix anything.
Well, that's the
He
reason why I
watch a
like the
couple.
four
He watch
videos.
a
I mean,
few.
brand.
Yeah, he go to YouTube University and he come back. It's gonna work. It's gonna run. He gonna fix it. It's gonna do it. So I have full faith that if it break down, he may not at first believe he could do it, but I think if he got the right tools and he got the gist of the idea, like he tell me, it's only one way it can come off, so it got to go back home that way. So pretty much he could do it. So I have faith in that. So I'm excited, you guys, and I don't I don't anticipate that this summer is not going to be awesome. I'm excited that everything is going to be great. And if you guys could just check out our wish list, that would be awesome. We got a few practical things on there we really do need. So whatever you get off there, we'd be extremely grateful. The majority of we might as well be called Noodles wish list, because the majority of it is like a raincoat, his boots, uh, the medicine he needs, some snacks and food and stuff to kind of help us stay up on that. A couple things for him, and then a couple things we like to use for the camper and use for our little ministry of wanting to just meet people and kind of tell them about our channel and tell them about what we do, and just spend quality time with people. And so it'll be nice to have the camper kitchen and to have the cups and the tea and stuff like that. Just so when people come and we meet them, we can spend time being with other people and just really enjoy that. And so,
You're
like
right, Miss Margaret.
like
You're
I
right.
said, I'm really hoping that we can get some videos done of traveling, because I know that's what you came for, the adventure, and we want to get that out to you. Just be patient with us because we're still poor people. That's why we're working, but we are going to get some videos out. We're going to show you guys some cool stuff that you could put on your list if you're thinking about coming to the Maine area or the Boston area or the New Hampshire area. There is a lot to do. We just got to get some time off, some gas money.
Some time off together.
Yeah, some gas money and get on over there. But we are going to have an awesome summer. And one of the hoorahs of this summer that I am going to make sure it happens, I don't care if we don't do anything else, we're going to Nova Scotia. We are going to make it to Canada. We have come so close to Canada 3 times. And I've been telling Cedric since we met, I've always wanted to go to Nova Scotia. And we are like 2-3 hours away from it, and so we are gonna go. And there's a ferry that takes you right over to there, and we're gonna do that. So be looking out for that. I'm gonna keep working on it, and getting everything ready. And even if that's the only thing we do all summer, that is gonna be the video of all videos.
Also, really quick, I will say this: the very first time that we went out together, in our first trailer journey, we stayed at the KOA and we were situated there, and that was home. We had up the screen house and all of those things they got me for my birthday, and we still traveled with the RV.
We sure did.
The second time at Cascade Locks last year, we traveled around,
But
but
we
we
didn't
didn't
take
take the
our RV.
RV. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but the
This
way
ain't
we're
moving.
situated in this perpendicular type of fashion, we're not going anywhere
We
with it.
can't take it with us.
We're
And
not
that
going
was one
anywhere with
that was
this.
one of the coolest things about Ely, was we could hitch up and sleep at the salt
This
flats,
spot is
or go
crazy.
to Antelope Island and spend the weekend there. And I think that helped us not be burnt out, because we were still able to keep traveling and keep RVing and keep going places and keep doing stuff. And that's what you need doing this. If you only come here and work is all you're doing, by July you're gonna hate it. You're gonna be so ready to, morale at campgrounds fall around the end of August, because everybody's just ready to go, and everybody's making plans to go to the next place. They're tired of getting up and having to be somewhere and be on your feet all day, and you're just kind of burnt out on the job because you got into it to travel. So usually by September people start falling off, and they never really stay to October unless they're not going too far. But One of the things that helps a lot when you're working, when you're work camping, is that you do not forget why you're doing this, which is to travel. And so we got to keep traveling and being tourists. So when we are working, that's like your reward. You get a chance to keep going.
But also, you meet wonderful people too when you are doing these things. I mean, we've met guests because I don't think what she's mentioning, since she likes to brag on me, I don't think what she's mentioning is when
Hey,
the
Noodle.
people check in, she's the first person that they see. When they get escorted to their site, I'm the one that they see. So that is the very first initial meet and greet, and that's the opportunity for you to give them either an experience or something that they get on a review and write bad reviews about. So when we're around the park and we're doing our duties, you know, we're happy and that we're doing the things that we're doing. We're not just doing it because we feel like we have to. We're actually giving these people the same service that we would want for ourselves and that we have experienced at some places, you know, not everywhere, but you know, definitely at some places. So just to say that when we are and everybody's up running, you know, some people you meet and you become a part of, like Eric always says, their memories and their
They're family
family.
memories.
And we've had people come to our door. I even did a video about a guy blessing me with $100 just because he said that I worked hard around the campground. A lady walked to the door and, you know, kind of just really gave us her testimony of why she thought that we deserved the gift that she gave us, which
And,
was really cool because we didn't think that we were doing anything besides our job.
and I think that everybody's special because, you know, when you're young parents and you don't have a whole lot of money, you know, taking your kids camping might be the only thing you can afford to do, even if you're in a tent, right? That's the only money you have, and even that might be a sacrifice. And you're trying to build some kind of family memories with your kids,
That's
right?
true.
So you're just as important as the person that come in the pre-verse that's a $500,000 RV. You know, from the person in the tent, from the person camping in the car, to the person in the minivan, to the person that's in the RV, to the person in the fifth wheel. We're all a part of their family memories, right? And you just never know, right? You never know what people's
I wish ours
situation is.
did.
And so our we had at the last campground, it was a guy that came there and he brought his two boys there, and he they stayed in one of the little cabins, and they took the bus there. He didn't even have a car. He got his boys. He said he usually get them for the summer, and he wanted to spend some time with them. They took a city bus and then rode on a transit bus that brought them out the Cascade Locks. And he walked from the inner part of the Cascade Locks, which is like
The
two
locks, yeah.
miles, down to the campground with his boys to spend 3 or 4 days there with them, and walk back and caught the bus back. And when I found that out, I wanted to give them the red carpet service because he is just as important as the person that come in throwing their money around, staying in these RVs that don't even fit in the space anymore. And I think that that just gives you the realization that you are a part of these people's family memories. When they walk in the door, you kick off how their stay is going to be. If you're nice to them and you're kind and you're helpful and you help them get to the spot so they can relax and start working, yep, camping and fishing and going on, then it makes their transition a lot easier, especially when they have little kids. And we're campers too, so I know what it is to be cranky and tired and just want to get to your space where you've been stuck in the car. Y'all might have been arguing about the directions, and you know, you might be nervous about backing in. I mean, we've witnessed all those things happening in the park where people just they love each other, but they just need a break. They've been driving in the car for 2 or 3 days trying to get to this place, and they, you know, stopping for the night. They just want to get out of the car. They want to get in the camper. They want to take a hot
It's
shower.
like that for me too as well, like being maintenance, because you know we're always out moving around the ground. So when there are people that need to back in, like she said, that are nervous about backing in, you know, I feel like at that time, that's my opportunity to kind of calm them down. So I always try to high five them or tell them, that we're going to be a great team or something like that. And, because I'm standing outside, Cascade Lots was very intimidating. I will say that the spaces, the big trees everywhere,
Yeah,
it's
they didn't have a lot
beautiful,
of trees.
but it's very tight to maneuver and you don't have room for error there. And I think that's what
Yeah, they had
the
very
most
sharp
comfortablest
curves.
driver, that's why when they would pull in, everybody would get nervous. And I still to this day parked the biggest rig that ever came through, and it was a Freightliner, guys, a Super C. And I was proud of that because people trust you, and you get them to know that they can trust you, then you could do anything. And we
Yep.
put a lot of these RVs right into the space, and people got out, they were thrilled.
Yeah,
They
because
could
all they
get
want to
on
do
with,
at this point
that's
is
it.
get on with
It's just
camping.
get on with camping,
Because that you'll be surprised how many people get in line and are anxious.
Yeah.
Is this a pull through? Or is it a back end?
Right.
And it's like, it's a back end. But don't worry, we got a great guy that can help you get right on in. Are you sure? It's like, yes. And then they come back in. Yep, we got in there first try. It was great. Thank you so much. And so I guess that's why we're excited, and I'm trying to stay as positive as possible because you guys know I'd rather be out in the desert somewhere taking pictures of the night sky and hiking up some hot rocks in Utah and on somebody's river raft going down the
It's something
river.
different about that though. That was a free feeling, That
It
was a
it
very, very,
was.
very free feeling
I
of
would love to
being
go back to
in
Joshua
the middle
Tree.
of nowhere.
We went to Joshua Tree and that was fun and we stayed there. I think it was like 2 days and I would like to go back and visit. There are a few places we've been that I'd like to go back and visit, and
Joshua Tree,
I would
Bryce
do things
Canyon,
different. Bryce
Zion,
Canyon, we didn't stay long enough at
Kubota,
Bryce Canyon.
Kubota,
Kodachrome.
Kodachrome,
Kodachrome. If
Kodachrome.
you ever go to Kodachrome,
Oh,
you won't have no TV and you won't have no phone. So you better have a lot of fun and a lot of toys.
you will be
But there's a
outdoors.
hike though. There's still so much to see. You would just absolutely love it. I am 110% an out west girl. I drug Cedric over here in the east, and it's been cold since we left, and it's just not
When we come
chilling.
back, it's cold.
Yeah,
We've
yeah,
been there all the time. It's cold.
yeah,
We
and
left. It was hot, and then we come up here. It's
it's
cold.
cold. Yeah, so
Whew.
it's been a challenge with the weather, and it rains a lot, and so the ground is always muddy, and so I'm hoping that, like I said, we can get a few things that Noodle need to keep him comfortable and keep the ticks off of him and keep him as safe as possible because he's and I need to get the vest that says that he's an emotional support dog, so that way people will stop trying to touch his face. That's one of my pet peeves. Don't ask me, can you touch my dog when you already have your hand in his mouth, because he's such a sweet dog. He doesn't growl or bark or anything, and that's just a thing of mine. I prefer that you just ask. But anyways, I'm not gonna go there. But I'm excited, you guys. I hope you're going to be excited. Check out our wish list. Check out some of our videos. Please hit that notification bell because I promise you, you have been patiently waiting and it's going to pay off. So hit that notification bell. We are going to be getting out of here and doing some stuff. And the good thing is the stuff is only an hour away. So it's not far. We just got to get the time off and get going. And we're going to do that because not only do we love to go, but you love to watch. And we want to make sure that you have some good quality, fun content to watch.
There's also some cool things in Portland too, guys. We kind of scoped the scene a little
Yeah.
bit just to kind of see what we're gonna show
And
you.
we didn't stay long because parking was free on Sunday.
Yes.
That's the
So it
that's
will be on a Sunday.
that's the good part. And the harbor's right there, and so is the water. So there's like I said, there's a whole list of things we got that we want to do. We just got to get the time off, and get the gas and get on over there. And we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Just hang in there with us. We love you guys, and I want to tell you, we're at 3,118 hours of watch time. Only like 800 and some more to go, and we'll be monetized, and that would be awesome. So keep watching. Go back, check out some other videos. If you're new to this channel, I got 500 videos, and I know y'all ain't seen them all. So pick one you like. Watch it. I'd be so appreciative. Drop me a comment. I love answering y'all's comments. So even though sometimes I get up to use the bathroom and I see I got a comment, I answer it right then. I probably shouldn't, but I do. But I enjoy your comments. Don't forget, we got Bible Study Friday night coming up at 8 o'clock. I've been truly enjoying that with you guys. And hopefully, maybe this weekend, if we can get on, once we see our schedule, maybe we could take this nature walk that's out by the coast. It takes you to this lighthouse. Maybe we could go and do that Saturday afternoon after church. Take a nature walk and do a video and kind of show you that. So, thank you guys for hanging out with the Hosleys, and sorry Noodle slept the whole time. I'll show you. He loved this chair. So he up in his blanket and he knocked out. As long as he with us, that's all he care about. So I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for checking out the wish list. Thank you for looking at our Patreon page. Thank you so much for following our journey. Thank you for the thumbs up. And thank you for the likes and the shares. We will see you on our next live. And I'm doing these lives because it's a lot easier than waiting to try to upload them. So share them, like them, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
See you guys.